Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. So, y'all know me. When I start a video laughing, yeah, I'm about to say some wild stuff. So, welcome. Hi. This is T's Wild Thoughts. So, with that said, Oblique Seville. The appreciation I feel for that 20.17 he done over the weekend is gonna be, explained in this video. So we got to appreciate him running a new personal best, and it was, fantastic. From a Jamaican perspective as well, because we're dying to see our men and in the 100 meters really start running the two. So we saw a lot of them come out and run the two, and a lot of them walked away with personal best again, which bodes well not only for their tools but also their ones, because for me personally, to be able to execute as strongly as you can, especially over that final 40, the men's 100 meters, then you need the two as well. So with that said, a lot of exciting things in the men's too. But from a global perspective, I saw a lot of people saying, these times don't really register when it comes to the men that are really doing it in the 200 meters. And yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. The 20.17 doesn't look that impressive when you look at it from that perspective. But I will say, as the season progresses and he keeps running, I see a lot of people saying, oh, he could get down to 19.8. Actually, my thoughts have passed there. I'm looking at a 19.7 or a 19.6, and I'm going to tell you why I'm thinking that. So, last year I did my little infamous video, right? And it was, I'm gonna put it up here someplace. That's why I was doing this, right? So in that video, I talked about Oblique Seville running 9.6. Now, that video was influenced by a few factors. So one, we had his coach talking about how he believes Oblique Seville can run 9.6 and yada yada yada. And then also, the fact that on the heels of Zarnell Hughes running a 9.83 personal best, we're hearing, oh my gosh, he's beating Oblique is beating Zarnell in training. So I'm like, okay, so he's running 9.83, which is on the heels of 9.7 anyway, right? And at that moment, Zarnell Hughes was expected to go faster. It didn't materialize for the rest of the season, but still, he was expected to go faster over the 100 meters. So I'm like, all right, faster than 9.83 is practically 9.7 anyway. And then we're saying Oblique Seville, is beating him in training. So I'm like, Glenn Mills is onto something then, right? Because clearly, if you put one on one, it must make two. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, we're definitely getting something phenomenal. We could see a 9.6 for true, right? So that was my opinion based on how events were transpiring. Unfortunately, it didn't really happen. Maybe was like a big beige kite. A few factors, one, he did pick up an injury, so his season didn't really progress, but he did come back for the World Championships and finished fourth. Shocking me, because how we looked at our national championships as a child, oh my God, I was about to melt. I was cold as ice. I was like, oh no, this is not it. But he did come back for the World Championships and do his thing, so have to give him kudos there. But still, into 2024, I still have those thoughts in my mind, what they were saying. Oblique is beating Zarnell in training. Those things are still in the back of my mind. So I'm looking at what Zarnell did last year. So Zarnell ran two personal bests. He got down to, as again, 9.83 over the one and 19.73 over the two. So now I'm starting to look at it and I'm saying 2024 is here. One, the two of them come out and they run 400 meters so far this season. Zarna runs, 48 something, and Obliques runs, 47 PB. And I'm like, okay. Now this is an athlete that is a 100-meter sprinter, 200-meter sprinter, but touching the four is not as easy as people may think. Not everybody can navigate running a really good four, and that 47 was a really good, run, especially when you consider, where he is in training, and to come out and run so fast was ridiculous. Plus, also execute straight to the line for me was a fantastic run. Then he carries this through to the 200 meters and he runs at 20.17. Now, if you look at Oblique clearly is carrying a lot of that weight on him from background training, lifting those weights and everything. This is a strength run, as far as I'm concerned. This is Oblique Seville strength, right? This has nothing to do with speed at this moment. No speed work, not Natal, no start going yet. And if Oblique Seville is banging out a 20.7, I mean, sorry, 20.17. While on the other hand, we see Zarnell Hughes banging out a 20.4. I'm starting to say, but wait a minute. Let's start to go back to what they were saying last year. Oblique Civil was dominating Zarnell in training. So if we go with that and we're like, all right, based on signs and trending, we're looking at one running, 47.6 to 48, and we're seeing one running at 20.1 versus a 20.4. And I'm starting to say, okay, is this the moment for Oblique Seville to finally run those super fast times that we thought he could? I'm thinking so, Trackies. I am thinking so because by the time they start working, doing speed work, and he comes out, really flying and he sheds some of that weight because he looks very big, right? Much, much bigger than what we're used to seeing Oblique Seville look like. Like, I was looking at it and I'm like, okay, this doesn't look like the Oblique Seville that I know because he's typically on the slimmer side of things. So clearly he's gonna be shedding some of that weight, and by the time he sheds some of that weight, then yeah, you know he will be flying. So I'm like, last year Zarnell Hughes was able to clock again 9.83 and 19.7. So when I look at Oblique Civil and this performance, I have hope for one, the 9.6 returning, right? My 9.6 thoughts have returned. And also, as well, I'm looking at over on the 200-meter side. As I said, I'm not looking at not 19.8 because again I'm going off his potential, and he's always had the potential to go really really fast. It's just that one, he's injury prone. So with that said, especially even last year when you look at it, he had those injury setbacks as well. So with that said, when you take that into consideration and look at how he's trending now, you could see a 19.7 slash 19.6. So track is I know this sounds a bit wild right now, but what are your thoughts right now? He's currently outdoing Zarnell Hughes, and Zarnell Hughes is the better athlete based on personal best, based on just winning individual medals as well. He is the better athlete as it stands right now. But as clear as day, the times that Oblique Seville is doing is much better than what Zarnell Hughes is doing right now. So what do you say for Oblique Seville and his personal best this season? Do you see him finally getting down to that 9.6 that Glenn Mills talked about, that a lot of us, have been harping on for the season, plus that 200 meters as well? Are you settling on 19.8? I think 19.8 is safe. 19.8 is safe. I'm tired of playing it safe in sprints. I don't care about playing it safe. I want to be wild with my expectations for these athletes. I want to, put their, where they can run up way up to the ceiling and let them get there. You know what I mean? So with that said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on Oblique Seville. This 20.17, what does it do? The window that is has opened up for you based on his potential this season. What window are you seeing, or what are you seeing outdoors for him coming one when the trials rolls around, when Olympic rolls around, providing he gets there? Let me know your thoughts. Like the video, of course, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.